Good evening, everyone. It's Mark. Just wanted to give you an update on what we're doing here in Egypt. So we just finished our tour around Egypt this morning and this afternoon, and we are in Cairo, in Luxor City. We had a 3-hour drive down here on the bus to Hurghada, which is the resort town, resort area here in southern part of Egypt. We are going to be staying here at this hotel called Gravity for the next 3 days. 3 nights, and we are going to be here just chilling, relaxing. There is no planned itinerary or tour down here. These are just a couple of days of just relaxing and enjoying the resort area. There's a lot of shopping around the hotel area. There's the Red Sea with beach is on the other side of the hotel, so I'll probably check that out as well. But for now, this is where we're staying for the next couple of days. A nice resort hotel, all inclusive. So I'll show you some pictures and videos of the inside as part of this video package. Talk later. In our hotel room, and here at the Hurghada at Red Sea, and we actually have a 2-bedroom suite. There's one over here that we're going to be using as our dumping ground for our luggage. The bathroom's over here connected to this room. And then if we follow me to the other room, you can see that we have another room here that we'll use for us to sleep in. So the other room is just basically going to be our dumping ground for clothes for the next few days. And then, let's take a look at the view of the balcony too. So, looking behind me, there's a pool down there at the bottom of the hotel. And as I go out this way more, you will see down towards the back there is more like their water park, I think it is, because it is a water park, this hotel resort. And then beyond that is the actual Red Sea and the beach access. So anyway, Mark's going to be snorkeling somewhere out there tomorrow, or somewhere along this location. It's going to be pretty much a full day that he'll be gone, but I'm going to stay here at the hotel, chill, relax. Probably go out doing a little bit of walking around the shopping center that's across the street at some of the stores, and just chill out the rest of the day. Anyway, that's it for here from our hotel at Gravity in Hurghada. It is Friday, November 10th, and we are here in Hurghada, Egypt. We had checked into our hotel yesterday, as I mentioned, at our hotel called Gravity at Hurghada. We are going to be here for about 2 or 3 days. We're checking out on Sunday morning. Going to head back over towards Cairo. But here we're going to be just staying here a few days to just chill, relax, do whatever we want to do. It is an all-inclusive resort, so we have our pool amenities, which you see behind me. There's a bunch of pools all the way down towards the ocean or the sea, and right behind all of these bungalows right here is the actual Red Sea, and then you'll see a beach back there, so I'll take you over there a little bit later. Again, it's all inclusive, so there's a couple different restaurants. There's like 3 restaurants here on the resort itself that is inclusive for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm going to actually go head over to have breakfast now in a few minutes. Mark has actually gone over to take an excursion with some of the individuals in the group who are going to go snorkeling and scuba diving out in the Red Sea for the day. And meanwhile, I'm just going to chill here at the hotel, walk around a little bit. There's plenty of shops within the resort itself. And then as you step outside, you just go across the street, and all the way down the street, you'll see there's tons of stores on both left and right side of the road. So I'll probably go check that out today. It might get a little bit too hot, so I'll try to get that done early this morning or do that later this afternoon. Anyway, just wanted to give you a little bit of preview of where we are. Again, we're just going to be here at the resort for a few days, just chilling, relaxing. I'll probably take a dip in the pool later and just relax. Anyway, I'm going to go have breakfast right now, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
On November 11th, Mark's birthday, we simply just decided to chill around the pool for the day. Later that night, we celebrated his birthday at one of the restaurants on the resort. Just the two of us. Literally just the two of us. As you can see, we basically had the restaurant all to ourselves. The tour group, however, insisted that we join them later for dessert at the buffet restaurant, where we all celebrated his birthday.
Morning, everybody. We are back here in Cairo after a 5-hour bus ride from Hurghada, which is south of here by the Red Sea. We're here back at Cairo and for another. Hey.
And Matt stopped to say hi because you don't have me on film.
No, I don't have you on film. I'm gonna cut that part out now. No, kidding. So we're here in back in Cairo for another packed full day of activities and tours, starting with the building behind me, which is the Egyptian Museum. Unfortunately, it's not the new museum. We were hoping to be able to see the new museum back, but they've had several delays in opening up the new museum, including the pandemic, the Russian war with Ukraine, as well as the most recent events, which is the war in Israel. So it's had a little bit of a delay, but we'll start with the Cairo Museum. So as our tour guide Met would say, Yalla, which means let's go.
The Hanging Church is named for its location above a gatehouse of Babylon Fortress, the Roman fortress in Old Cairo. The Babylon fortress was a citadel built by the Romans, and the Hanging Church was built right above the citadel, which gives the church its hanging feature and its name, Hanging Church. The Mohamad Ali Mosque, or Alabaster Mosque, is a mosque situated in the citadel of Cairo and was commissioned by Mohamad Ali Pasha between 1830 and 1848. Situated on the summit of the citadel, this Ottoman mosque is the largest to have been built in the first half of the 19th century. It was built in the memory of Tusan Pasha, Muhammad Ali's eldest son, who died in 1816. At the end of a long day of touring, our guide led us through Khan el-Kahili, a famous bazaar and souk in the historic center of Cairo, and where we also had dinner. The name Khan el-Kahili historically referred to a single building in the area. However, today it refers to the entire shopping district. Located in the heart of Cairo and constructed within the Mokata mountain area stands the Cave Church, also known as the Monastery of St. Simon the Tanner. Here we see carvings made within the cliffs of the mountain. monastery can accommodate up to 20,000 people. The church was built in the 1970s and dedicated to the 10th century Coptic saint Saint Simon, who worked as a tannery. Located in the same area is another smaller, but still very impressive, church known as Church of St. Marcos.